Hello, and welcome back to the United Liberty Party YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about the outburst by Joy Reid about how unvaccinated people should be taxed or fined, and how that's contradictory to the public health care stance. So, getting right into it, how is it contradictory? Well, at least right now, the Democrats are saying that it is in the best interest of public health that you get vaccinated. But how can they say that when they don't care about people's actual health? I mean, America has one of the biggest rates of obesity, and saying that the COVID vaccine is in the best interest of public health is kind of contradictory. So, to go a little bit further into this, it mainly stems from what people are eating. Because you can't have a publicly funded healthcare system if your people aren't living a healthy lifestyle. So in places like Denmark, where they campaign for free universal healthcare, even though it's really publicly funded healthcare, but they campaign the model of Denmark. But Denmark incentivizes people to have a healthy living style. They have a fat tax, and other governments in Europe, which is what a lot of people point to, they point to Europe as free healthcare, free universal healthcare, or publicly funded healthcare. Those European countries, the governments regulate the content of sugar and take interest in how healthy or unhealthy products consumed by the population are. They have some of the strictest regulations and highest food qualities in the world. You can look inside of Europe. You can look at Japan. Japan has a public healthcare system, publicly funded universal healthcare system. And you can look at the obesity rates. They have a very healthy standard of living, a very healthy lifestyle. And countries like Denmark or other European countries, the governments there actively incentivize and have initiatives to keep citizens healthy. They have programs that that promote and incentivize people to live a healthy lifestyle. The United States doesn't really have this, and I feel like if you you say that the that the vaccine is in the best interest of public health, but you don't actively take a role in trying to promote healthy living, then how are you pushing that the vaccine is in the best interest of public health? Because also you advocate for a publicly funded healthcare system, although maybe you call it free and universal healthcare, depending on who you are or how you want to classify it. Free universal healthcare is still a publicly funded healthcare system. To me, they're the same thing. Um, and a lot of people bring up the fact that, oh, it's paid by taxes, and you know that that the rich will pay it. The rich will pay for the publicly funded healthcare system, which is not true at all. In fact, in countries like Denmark, it's not just the rich. I mean, I'm sure the rich are paying, but it's also the working class. The working class is paying for it. Everyone's paying for it. Everyone is paying for the publicly funded healthcare system. And if you have people who choose an unhealthy lifestyle, then that publicly funded healthcare system becomes a playground and for people who live unhealthy lifestyles, and it becomes a burden on the people who are paying taxes, not just the rich, but also the working class. it becomes a burden. So to for someone like Joy Reid to come out and say the unvaccinated people, because they don't care about the public's health, and that they should be fined or taxed, is very contradictory. Because why don't you advocate for a sugar tax like in the UK or a fat tax? That's what should be taxed. People who are unvaccinated should not be taxed or fined. It should be the products that we eat. The sugar and fat should be regulated. You need to incentivize healthy living. The problem isn't the people who are unvaxxed. The people who are unvaxxed are not the reason that our public health is in danger. Our public health is in danger is because the current parties, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, they don't take an active role in our in our eating habits. There is no incentive to live a healthy lifestyle. Now, a lot of this is mainly the people's choice also. When Bloomberg was mayor of New York City, he tried to ban the largest uh, soda bottle, and the people protested. So, if people could understand that, living a healthy lifestyle, eating healthy is a better way to have a public funded healthcare system, then we could probably have it. Although, again, we would have to look at countries like Germany, Austria, or even Scotland, where publicly funded healthcare isn't so much a federal government thing, but is actually a state level thing. So Germany, Austria, and and I want to say Scotland, but it kind of falls near that. The Obviously public funded healthcare is a thing, and it is, the government has some role in it with government subsidies, but the decisions that are made are left up to the state. So that's what I think is the problem here, is that when you say that people who are unvaxxed should be taxed or should be um, fined for not getting the vaccine, I find it very contradictory, because you're the same kind of person that will say we need a publicly funded healthcare system, but at the same time, these people are also the same people that don't incentivize a healthy living style. Because, like I said before, if you have a public funded healthcare system, it beca- then if people aren't living a healthy lifestyle, then they become a burden on the healthcare system, and they become a burden to everyone else, because everyone else is paying for that public funded healthcare system. And I think taxing unvaccinated people and taxing people who who don't, you know, live a healthy lifestyle, but they don't get a jab for this disease. I think that's wrong. I think personally that you need to start taxing sugar, and you need to start taxing fat, and you need to start having government incentives and initiatives to keep citizens healthy. That is how we're gonna get over this whole pandemic virus is by promoting healthy lifestyle to people. We're not gonna get over it by taxing unvaccinated people, by fining them. And that's not gonna bring the nation closer to unity. There's this whole talk about, you know, bipartisanship within the United States. That's not gonna happen if you're gonna tax people who are unvaccinated or fine them. They're gonna create an even more deeper divide. But if we can come together and say we need to promote a healthy living style to people, that that people need to eat healthier, that yes, we need to tax sugar, we need to regulate the contents in our food, and we need to have a fat tax, then we can get over, I think, this deepening divide within United States politics, and we can work bipartisanshiply. That's all for today. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope you will visit unitedlibertyparty.com, sorry, unitedlibertyparty.net, and visit our site, read our policies, read our platform, become a member, and join us in our fight to spread our name and to change America. Thank you.